to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And off we go from Denver. And this is not a good start. That kick falls just short of the landing zone, and this opening drive is going to begin from the 40. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. The rookie from Florida in on that stop.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Hold my set. Ready.
Next, quick out wide, complete. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. At the 26-yard line.
Ready.
Nix from the gun. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Nevis with a point after. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Emmanuel Wilson to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
It's a design boot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. That's completed right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 25 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. That goes for 32 yards. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First red zone opportunity now for the Chiefs. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They kick the running back in motion. To the air, Mahomes. Pass complete to Wiley. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Brought in. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Okay, running backs might not be the most accomplished route runners, certainly compared to the receivers. But when it comes to body control, strength, making a catch through contact, this guy just showed out.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. And he does not tie this game. His extra points off. They remain down by 1. So after the missed extra point, he's still out there. He's going to put it back in play. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. Escapes the defender. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter with Dobbins. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Nick's off the play action. Gets it downfield on target to Sutton. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. We've set it down from the 37.
At the 37-yard line.
Nick's with it on 1st. It's Sutton with back-to-back catches. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And they're able to take him down, and that sack is how we're going to end our first quarter of play. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. 7-6 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have 2nd and pretty long here. On the handoff, here's Harvey. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after, looks like a yard gain. It's Noel Williams who made the play defensively.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Taking a chance to the end zone. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push their lead to 4.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Yellow. I got it. 15. Hey, 43, 15. What's that?
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
One of the tight ends motions right. McCaffrey running between the tackles. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
15.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throwaway.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Giving this to Harvey. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. 3rd and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Lobs this up left sideline, looking for something big. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
3rd down.
Play action with Nix. Flushed out of the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Caught just shy of the goal line. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
38 yards. That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and goal at the
Harvey. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Well, Kate, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now lead by 10. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. And some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist, and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11. Kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. So that's our 2-minute warning, Brock. 1:57 left on the scoreboard. More from Mile High in just a moment. We've set it downs for him from the 31. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. This is cut downfield by Rice. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. He throws a bullet, brought in, inside the 20. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Throw is caught. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Number 81. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Third down, 1 yard to go. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down to the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 2-yard line.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal.
Follow these two.
He'll work against the blitz. And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 1-score game before halftime. Butker to try the point after. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score. Broncos 17. Chiefs 13. Harrison Butker to kick off 14-0.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half.
Hold on, set. Ready.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Hold on, set. Ready.
He'll throw it. This is Ingram looking left side. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's set out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Hold on, set.
On 1st down, it's Nix. Cut for big yards on the right side. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. The first carry now for Sean Smith. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
They're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Yellow! There's a blue lady!
On first down, they'll run. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow!
From the red zone on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Rice, the motion man right. Mahomes trying to get here on 2nd and 10. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make it.
Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take the lead right away in half number 2. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3.
Broncos 17.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
On second down, here's Dobbins. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Now Nick's on third down. And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Looking to return from the 29. And this return finally comes to an end. What a stretch it was to give his guys a short field.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Mahomes on first and 10. Jump off caught by his back. He finds space into the red zone. And he's finally brought down at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Gotta be a pretty good actor. Gotta be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Has some daylight through the 40. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down.
Kate, I want you and the audience to imprint that play in your mind. When you hear me or any announcer say, oh, he's running downhill. Oh, get running downhill. Oh, you want to hit it downhill. That right there, that was running downhill.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Second down, give to Harvey. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Now Nix. Dialing up a receiver screen. Ooh, sharp running here. He's past the 30. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Offense is set. First and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter first and 5. Nix from the gun. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
We'll try to set the screen. Dobbins. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. He's got Sutton complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Broncos take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. His 3rd total score of this game. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead.
24, Chiefs 20.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here's Smith on the return. Showing a little burst so far. 40! They haven't caught it yet! And he does! Touchdown! Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They take the hands off. Now Nix. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked up by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That's brought in. It's his back, Rashawn Smith. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Pete, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Yellow. Hey, 57.
Air it out on 3rd. Looking slant route, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
29-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Yellow. Yellow.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's 2nd down.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Hey, 57.
Now a give. It's McCaffrey heading right. Running in the red zone. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
He'll drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
15.
Pressure coming from Mahomes. Look out, right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And 4th and 4 coming up. Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, the field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it. Likely, probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
You know, Case, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Gets it downfield. On target to Sutton. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos come through to tie it in the 4th. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown. Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level. They want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Chiefs down by only 1. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They toss to McCaffrey, running left. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Here he is to throw. And is caught, Jalen Royals. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Attack, attack! Attacking, attack!
Looking to throw it. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. So 20 yards on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Another carry for him. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd
Now a
down.
timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
43, 15. Yellow.
They give it to him again. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss. They get the timeout, and with 1 second left, they're going to get mentally prepped to You'd think, try this game winner. One final second on that clock. There's a timeout. Left with just a touch longer to close this one out. This game now resting on the attempt from Harrison Butker. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. It's caught but short of the first. And he gets in. What a big play. No time left, and that wins them the game. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.